Evening, KB.
All right.
I'm all right. Is that another pair of glasses that you got? You've got more pairs of glasses than Dame Edna Everett.
It's a new blue pair, actually.
I imagine at your age, you sort of have to have a few pairs to leave around the house because you forget where you left them.
Yeah, yeah. It's
And how's old
well,
Movember going?
it's like a little salt and pepper sort of itchy little scarf that sits under my bugle. But to be honest with you,
Dwarfed in the shadow of
my bugle. But yeah, it's all in aid of Movember, so it's for a good cause. Yeah,
work.
we've
How
been
much have you raised
sponsoring
so
this.
far?
£17.38.
That's incredible.
It's just me. It's just me. I
Have you
suggested.
put in the £17.38?
I think I've put in most of it. Yes. But yeah, I mean, I did offer it out to everyone at work, being all inclusive as we are, but nobody else wanted to play along, really.
None of the girls? No takers?
A few of them could. So on the thoughts of the day, I'm thinking, what do you know about the 10,000 hour becoming an expert? It's not a rule, is it? It's a
theory.
A theory. Yeah, it's a theory.
That some chap said you have to do something for 10,000 hours to become an expert in it, or to become proficient at it. One or the other. Not too sure.
Well, yeah, I think it's sort of become an expert. I mean, this apparently came from a guy called Anders Ericsson, who was a psychologist, and he studied violinists who effectively were, 10,000 hours was the elite level that they needed to get to. Most people were sort of at the same age of 20, were sort of 4,000 hours. So he thought, well, this 10,000 hour rule seems to be the area. So it got taken by others and taken forward. But as a thought, I mean, I think, men of a certain age, and obviously, you're not that far behind me.
Mm-hmm. Some say.
What would be a thing in life? I mean, we've done lots of things, but what would be a thing in life that we have done probably without even knowing it on a day-to-day basis for many, many years that you think you're actually an expert at that and you had no idea? What's your thought?
Having a
whacked tit? No.
Having a yes.
No, but in all seriousness, what do you think you are proficient at in a 10,000 hour base? Because I've got a few ideas that sort of came up, but obviously I'm a man of a certain age. So mastery of forgetting why you've entered a room. I mean, this is something I know that isn't. I'm not alone, but it is incredibly, dare I say, normal, debilitating. Do you have the same issue?
Yeah, I've gone into a bathroom and then thought, why am I there? Because I don't need the toilet. Come out again and thought, oh, wait a minute, it was to clean my teeth. And then start cleaning my teeth and then come back out and then realise, no, it wasn't clean my teeth. I've already cleaned my teeth.
I've started to become like my father. I think I've walked around the house looking for my glasses while wearing my glasses. I mean, that's worrying.
Nice.
But that might be senility. What else? I mean, a grandmaster master of selective attention.
Is that when Lucy's talking to you?
More than likely. Midnight overthinking.
Hey, the moment my head hits the pillow, that's me out until my alarm goes off at 4:30.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah. You're probably at that stage where you have to get up for 10 wheeze in the night.
10 would be lovely.
Dream of 10.
Highly skilled, getting irritated by things that shouldn't irritate me.
Do you have anything like that, like a bit of a Victor Meldrew? Do you have any sort of moment that you're losing your shit over something that a few years ago you wouldn't have done?
Yeah, so driving too close. So if I'm driving along and I've got someone who's sort of, wouldn't even say, up the bumper side of life, but, being within sort of 3 to 4 meters behind me, I will get irritated by that. I will pull over. Yeah. And then I will proceed to flash them, because that's not, I say flash, I mean, with my lights. And then get irritated all the way to my destination, thinking about how these people have wronged me. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, some of the things you get irritated about, it's not quite at the level of walking around the supermarket I'm looking at prices going, grapes.
And then starting a conversation with some other poor unsuspecting bastard. Have you
Well,
seen the price of these?
yes, Brussels, they've gone up. No, it's
And
not quite that
tutting as you
bad.
go round.
No, it's not quite that bad yet. But I think it's interesting because, again, this whole 10,000 hours, takes 2,000 hours to learn the basics of a vocation, but 20,000 hours for neurosurgery or to become a chess grandmaster. Incredible, isn't it?
Wow.
Anything in that you have similarities with?
I don't think I've ever committed to anything for that long. Not even my marriage.
Especially not our marriages. Expert level, qualified, don't rush me, I'm over 50.
What, as a bumper sticker?
It'd be very good, wouldn't it?
As a t-shirt? Just as a badge?
Master of the internal eye roll. Can't see
Now, I
it.
might have seen that one at work a few times.
What, from me? Don't think so. Quality matters more than quantity. Only deliberate, challenging practice counts, which is where I think we misunderstand the 10,000 hour rule. People who confuse world class with very good, different fields require different amounts of practice, some less, some far more. So working in catering, I think I quite often find myself repeat, especially with staff when they've come on board with us. And when you clear a table, when you're looking after a customer, have you done this? Have you done that? And that internal eye roll will almost certainly kick in when you have someone who hasn't cleared the table properly. They haven't taken those glasses off, as in the wine glasses that shouldn't be there. Not cleared the table, leaving knives and forks and ketchups and sauces all that. I mean, anything like that.
When it's just a repetitive.
Yeah, it's rinse and repeat half the time. Right. I think we're going to.
Unpacking the dishwasher, I could be classed as pretty darn good at that.
You're not. Your wife told me you're not.
Yeah, I can't find anything when she empties the dishwasher.
No. I've never understood that. There are places which are obvious places for things to go, and they're not where you left them last, which basically means they were in the wrong place when you did it last time, and they've been put back in the right place. But yeah, I mean, I've become a DIY expert at being crap at DIY. And, there's no way that I've put in the relative or necessity of 10,000 hours. And I will never have to, because once you do it wrong once, you never get asked to do it again.
There's a beauty, isn't it?
Mm.
There's a beauty. That's one for work and home, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. 100%. Genius. What else have we got on 10,000 hours then, Tom? Not senior authority in not bouncing back like you used to do. What does that mean?
I don't know. I dropped something the other day, and I did think twice as to whether or not I could be bothered picking it up because it seemed like quite a lot of effort. I did think, can I just leave it?
Kick it under something, hope that somebody else picks it up.
Yeah.
Finds
it. Do I really need it?
Yeah. That's trying to think what else.
I really haven't done 10,000 hours of anything. How long is 10,000 hours in days?
Fine. Ask Chat GPT, buddy.
I can use a calculator.
Alexa.
Okay, so it's 416 days. 416 days.
Okay, so it's over a year.
Yeah, but doing something every day for over a year.
Okay. So that's an hour. That must be an hour, isn't it? No, hang on. What am I talking about?
No. That's actually
really,
that's
the maths
doing it
really isn't.
Continuously.
Oh, what, 24 hours a day?
Yeah, for 416 days. So, okay, so if we wanted to know, so 10,000.
So Alexa, 10,000 divided by 8 hours. How many is it? She doesn't know how to help me with that. Alexa.
It's like 1,200, I think.
What's 10,000 divided by 8?
10,000 divided by 8 is 1,250.
1,250. So that would be days continuously, 1,250 days at 8 hours a day.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So if you think that's your average working day.
Is it?
Somewhere in that, you must have become an expert in some way, apart from what we began talking about at the very beginning of this.
I mean, just in case my employer ever watches this, I'd say it's I've become an expert in my job
Of course.
that I'm paid for do. Yeah,
Okay. So,
that's my caveat.
so excluding your hobbies like the gym, excluding what you like to eat, excluding opening doors, excluding sleeping,
Yeah.
excluding, I don't know, driving, picking the kids up from school, talking to the wife.
Mm.
I mean, I could say holidays. I mean, I'm pretty damn good at those.
Yeah. How many have you had this year?
5.
Shocking.
I don't
Have you
know.
got nothing? You've got nothing.
Nothing.
Jeez, sad times. This is quite bad, actually, isn't it? That we don't have any. Though, actually, to be fair, I've probably spent that time in a gym, I'd imagine.
Yeah, probably. But would you
So,
call
yeah.
yourself an expert now?
Yeah, completed it, mate. Fitness, completed it.
So, what happens when you become an expert at something? Does that give you autonomy to then lord it over people?
Yeah, so I've got a perfect example of this, actually.
Mm,
There's 180 full-time permanent employees in the business that I work for.
wow.
There is one guy called Richard who's
Okay.
about 6'4", built like an absolute shed. And
Do you call him
he
Dick?
is he is he is the only other guy that looks better than me in the 180 employees. He's the only other guy that lifts, right? I texted him this morning to see if he was going to the staff Christmas party at the end of the month. He said no. I said, good. I can be the most jacked member of staff at the Christmas party.
And that's important. That's
It is
important.
important. Yeah. I'm quite happy the fact that I've turned down promotions and haven't pushed that hard in my career with my employer because I know that I'm more jacked and can bench more than any of the directors. And I'll always be happy with that.
Yes, and they will never know, and they don't need to know. Yeah, and I keep it like that as well. You know, if they start thinking that's your priority, my goodness.
Yeah.
So we've ascertained now that we really haven't got anything at all apart from
So I said to you the other day to wind you up, when did you stop going to the gym? Which I think is one of the most offensive things that one gym bro can say to another.
why did you start?
Yeah. Well, why did you stop or when did you stop? Um, I've got a colleague that used to wind me up and say, you'd look really good if you went to the gym and started working out. Have you had any other beauties like that that are there literally just to try and wind you up, to tickle the beast within KB?
Well, you do find on quite a few occasions, people will know you for what you, I guess, represent. And that's, if you do take the time to go to the gym, and I'm going to use that expression, you're a weightlifter, bodybuilder, sends shudders down my spine. It makes you a target. And,
Yes.
you've got to have thicker skin most of the time with these things. I think if I were to be, using that expression, if you threw stones at every dog that barks in life, you'd get nowhere. And yes, you get plenty of comments because people love to sort of, have a little go at something that they potentially don't do themselves or they just don't get. And I think one of the ones I had was an ex-employee, a guy used to be in the kitchen, a chef, and he sort of, I was in the garden at the pub running around as normal, sort of taking plates of food out, and he was sitting at the table with a few of his mates and having a few beers, and he made the sort of the gesticulation to someone who's got a bit of sort of going on, as if you put on a bit of weight as I walked past, and he just say, yeah, that's right, yeah. And you just, all the stuff that goes through your head, you think, you're sitting at the table there, downing pint after pint after pint. The comments that you want to say, but you say, no, I'm better than that. I'm not gonna say anything. And then you wake up later at night and you go through it in your head as you do all these things and you think, you bastard.
Yeah. It's tough, isn't it?